Hello everyone, so Devstream 166 has ended the final Devstream of the year, and they have basically revealed everything coming in the Lewis Prey update, which is coming November 30th, that is 2 days, and I will have a lot of stuff to record and, show you guys. So, 51st Warframe, the new Prime Warframe that may be coming, I'm guessing not, the new Conjunction Survival, all the new changes to different Warframes, also augment changes, new arcanes, a lot of stuff to cover. So, without any further delay, I'm your lovely host, the Gaming Weasel, and let's get straight into this. Voruna is our 51st Warframe, coming with her signature weapons, the Paragale, which is a sniper rifle, and the Seraphang, which is a heavy blade. Now, this Warframe is very unique in that sense that she has 4 different passives. So, corresponding to the abilities that she has, holding down the first, second, third, and fourth ability button will give you, so instead of, or holding down your number 1 key, parkour velocity, number 2, immune to status effects, that is very, very cool. Heavy attack efficiency, number 3, and fourth one, Ulfrun, the wolf that it's based on, will die instead of you, and this will refresh over certain periods. That is very, very nice. So this is basically like a second life. Shroud of Danar is her first ability, invisible while not attacking, and if you do kill in that short little period when you actually can, you will get a crit and status buff, and this ability will also give you a speed buff. Fangs of Rock is the second ability. Applying or attacking basically with your melee weapon will apply 5 random status effects with a stack of 10 on the target. Now, if there's targets nearby and he dies, it will spread to the enemies nearby, so that's very, very cool. Lycat's Hunt. This ability, when doing headshots, the enemies will drop energy orbs, and when you kill enemies with your melee weapon while this ability is active, they will drop health orbs. This is also the helmet ability with a 50% reduced effectiveness on other Warframes. Ulfrun's Descent is her 4th ability. You basically get down on all 4s, you have 5 charges, you attack enemies, applying slash, and if you kill the enemy, the damage can scale apparently to really, really good numbers. We don't have the exact numbers here. So basically what the point of this ability is to, find the weakest enemy, kill it, and then do massive amounts of slash damage to nearby enemies. So that is very, very cool. And also you can only use all 3 of her abilities, while you're in your 4th ability. As I said, the signature weapons, the Conjunction Survival, there'll be 2 Conjunction Survivals, level 25 to 30 and level 80 to 100, also in Steel Path variants as well. Keep in mind that her signature weapons and Voruna will be farmed here as well. I'm guessing in the lower one, just so other people can get her too. Every 5 minutes in this game mode, the Thorax units will spawn. They will drain your life support by 2 times, and you can also summon a Necromech for around 2 minutes with a cooldown, I think, of 10 minutes, the best that I heard. So that is very, very cool. I thought you can basically use the Necromech all the time, so this is a very, very good change, so you can use it for only 2 minutes. You will get Lua Thraxpasm, which you can go to Yonta and trade with her, buy everything that you possibly can and maybe missed out on the previous events. Roaming entities in a certain, radius will help you out as well, and whilst you're in this circle, your power strength and casting speed will be increased. As I said, there's 4 new arcanes and an arcane segment next to the mod and your pets segment. The only one that they basically revealed is the health scaling one, so the more enemies you kill, the more permanent health you have, so that's very, very cool. They revealed Zaku Deluxe, so as you can see, it looks like this when he's in his normal form. Honestly, really cool skin. Sadly, I'm not gonna see it because 4th ability, and this is what he looks like when the 4th ability is active. We do have 2 new Tenant weapons, the Tenant Plinks and the Ferox. The Ferox is gathered by going to the Pyrian Sequence Syndicate instead of a relay, and the Plinks is killing a sister. Now they are going to be doing some changes to Warframe augments from S to Z. There's a decent sum of them, so I guess wait for the actual list when it comes out, but basically we have Trinity, Zephyr, Wukong, Woban, and many, many different Warframes. Trinity's fourth ability has been increased. They basically increased the range of the ability a little bit and prevents allies from gaining status effects on them for a short amount of time. If an enemy tries to apply status to an ally, the ability, or the status that they try to deal will deal 10% damage to the enemy is around them. So that's pretty cool. Grendel rework. He can only eat 5 enemies now instead of basically sucking up everything. It does not longer drain any more energy. It basically just uses one instance of energy, and that's basically it. It will give you a total of 1,250 armor. This is, I think, scalable with power strength, but I'm not 100% sure. It probably didn't really mention it, or maybe I missed it. So basically 250, armor per enemy. Instead of cycling your second ability finally, with all 3 buffs, basically you get every single buff, in one go. You will get like a small health replenishment. You will get retaliation damage when there's enemies nearby, staggering them and applying viral, and this also adds viral damage to your weapon and increases energy orbs from Eximus units when you kill them. So when you kill an Eximus, you're gonna get more energy from them. The rolling ball is now your third ability instead of your fourth ability. You can cast all of your abilities and whilst there's enemies inside of your ability, so that's a very cool. And also you get a small health over time buff, where it basically starts really high and goes a little bit lower after a certain period, so that is very cool. His fourth ability applies toxin and armor strips, which is very cool, and combined with a second ability you can decimate enemies, really decimate enemies. So I'm looking forward to playing with Grendel, so that's going to be well good. Self damage is being delayed, just keep that in mind. Armor indicators next to enemies icons, so you know what certain percentage you drain the enemy's armor, so that's quite good. Eximuses have more armor, but the mercy threshold is a little bit higher, so that's kind of cool. But the guard hasn't been changed, it just have a little bit more health. The semi-auto weapons will basically get, as I've heard, a fire rate buff and more damage, so that's pretty cool. And they also did a really rework passive, stops giving you, little time till you when you stop, so you don't really have to freak out and constantly move. You can stop for just like that short periods and not lose the damage buff. You also get an invincibility phase once you enter Marilia, and she also gives you a small buff. Bubbles now levitate enemies, and those enemies take 2 times the damage, so that's really cool. And this even affects Eximus units. It doesn't levitate them or do anything to them, it just basically applies the 2-time damage, so that's very cool. And her fourth ability is now changed, that where, that explosion that you did before and it just bursts out enemies, that you can use that, or you can hold down, press it, your fourth ability, and then you basically keep that, bubble as a CC, so that is very cool. The new Prime Warframe coming is going to be Baruuk Prime with the Furus Prime and the Cobra and Crane Prime, so that's going to be very cool. I'm not sure if it's coming in the Lewis Prey update. I'm pretty sure it's not, because Revenant just came out like 1 or 2 months ago, so he's not coming here. But the next Prime Warframe will be Baruuk Prime with the Furus and Cobra and Kane. Cross-platform will be, even further silently released, so it will add other platforms as well, and there's a lot of tests incoming. Cross-save is next after they, make cross-platform the way they imagined it, so crossplay will be coming probably next year. They talk a little bit about the UV area, but there will be more in the next Devstream inside of January, so sadly that is basically it. Hopefully guys you enjoyed. If you guys did, do leave a like, a comment, and do subscribe for more, and I will see you guys on the next one. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.